Hi, I'm Justin Graham.
And I'm Nariba Shepherd. And this is Terms of Service.
Let's go.
Look at us knowing how to do the intro. Crazy.
I nailed it. Absolutely.
One go.
And it feels so damn good.
It does.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm like, you know, I always feel nervous when we do the ones where we're drinking alcohol. Mm-hmm. Because
it's gonna be too much damn fun.
Well, yes, but also I don't drink very much and very often. Mm-hmm. So I'm always like, day drunk just means I'm napping after this. But I got shit to do today.
Okay.
So I'm a little nervous.
Okay, it's all right.
Okay.
You know,
but I'm excited. I've been hearing very great things for the last 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. So
yes.
I'm ready. I'm excited.
We're gonna include
I'm coming in
the fun.
Virgin. Never had her.
Okay.
Don't know her yet.
Okay.
Excited about her.
Love it.
How are you doing?
Or someone that has tasted a little bit, I feel fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
So, thank you so very much.
Is that a what is it? When you like foreshadow?
I can only foreshadow for me.
Did you
yes.
Because you said phenomenal.
Yeah. Fucking phenomenal. Wait.
Do you get the joke?
No.
FINO. Bitch.
Okay. Wait. Pause. That's exactly what I meant.
I thought you were setting me up for it.
No, listen.
He's so good at pitching, he doesn't even realize.
Organic marketing.
Yeah.
So there we go.
All right. Okay.
And that might be the name of this episode.
We're slipping right into it.
You know, I was just like, there it is. And on that note, hi, friends.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes.
Welcome. So I always like to change it up every now and again. And instead of us telling the people who you are, please tell us who you are. Beginning with you, my dear.
Well, my name is Jana and I'm originally from India.
Wonderful.
I came to the U.S. 25 years ago in 2000.
Right.
Came here to do my master's, live the American dream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do the master's, get a corporate job, go up the ladder, become a CEO of... I did my master's in healthcare world, MBA in hospital administration.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my dream was to become a CEO of a hospital.
Oh.
From hospital to hospitality.
Yeah. The pipeline there is narrow.
Yeah. Yes. And we would love to hear more about that.
From
absolutely
saving people's lives to making people happy. FINO has really taken a very significant impact in my life, and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah.
Love that.
All right,
Well,
that was a
welcome.
very nice introduction. I like it. You get 9 out of 10.
Yes.
You get to follow up.
That one's a hard one to follow.
Yes, but you got it.
Yes,
You got it.
Very nailed it.
It helps when you drink FINO in the beginning.
Fair.
Maybe I need to have another sip first.
Go for it.
There you are. See. And well,
Cheers.
cheers.
Aw,
Cheers.
I don't have any.
Well, you'll get there.
Okay.
And I'm going to change that perception
Okay.
during the episode.
All right.
There we go. My friend.
So, hello. Thank you for having us here. Absolutely amazing studio and amazing people. This is absolutely phenomenal.
You stop
There it
that
is.
right now, but also continue. Thank you.
So my name is Vikram Kumar, one of the FINO co-founders. Background totally different from tequila. Everyone always asks, why do you get into tequila? I just say, why not?
Okay, yeah.
And FINO,
That's the vibe for the recording session from today. Y'all will find out later. Not y'all, but just those that are listening. Please continue.
Yeah. So my background is in engineering and automation controls. I'm a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar MNC globally.
Casual.
And FINO is something different. It is an amazing experience I mean, the bottle's beautiful. The tequila is amazing. My partners are just absolutely endearing, and I love working with it. And FINO's all about working with friends and family and enjoying the spirit. Yeah, just love every moment about it, you know, from where we started years ago to where we are today, and how we're, you know, really taking the market by its horns, and it's just absolutely an amazing experience.
Okay, before we get too far
You're
into
about to do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. When are your birthdays?
Mine's coming up August 10th.
Yes.
The
Happy early
infamous
birthday.
Leo.
Thank you. I'm a Leo.
Yes.
A true Leo.
I know.
Yes.
It's not your fault.
Blame it on my parents.
No.
Exactly.
Listen. I love a Leo. I would say that every single time. Shout out to
listen.
Dolores, also a Leo, August 2nd. So.
Whoa!
My wife is August 3rd. I'm April 21st. We actually just celebrated both of our 40ths in Ibiza. It was amazing.
We had some wild parties.
100 people from all over the world, from New Zealand, from India, from the
goodness.
States. We all got together. It was just great to have everyone.
Phenomenal.
FINO was there. It was just an amazing experience. The kids loved it, and friends, and just, it was amazing. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, Leo Taurus combo, undeniable.
Leo
Yeah.
Aries.
Like, no, 21st.
I'm a Taurus.
Yeah,
Oh wow, you're a
20th is the cusp.
yeah. I'm an Aries, but I love a Leo.
When's your birthday?
I love. Well, I'm April 15th, tax season, baby. Leo, not cis men, are great. So, you in there. But no, I feel like, especially being with this like brand, and this is like what you're doing, it would make sense that you are so like outwardly passionate, and you're like not only trying to sell a product, but it's like an experience. It's like the words that you use, the language, how you speak about this product is more of a vibe than like a pitch.
100%.
Yeah.
FINO's all about the lifestyle. Whether you're celebrating something small or big, it could be work-related, relationship, school, whatever it may be. It's about celebrating that moment, and we want everyone to enjoy that experience with every sip of FINO, right? And it's a celebratory drink, not a necessarily shots and party type of thing, but enjoy the experience with every sip.
Which is very respectful of agave products, because it takes a very long time to grow and mature before you can even harvest it. So like every bottle of agave spirit has lived a full life before it even starts. I feel very passionate about the fact that agave spirits should be more expensive than they are. I think that people are going to recognize that very soon with like tariffs changing and fucking global warming. This is like a big thing. It should be respected. And so I'm excited to like hear about your process. And also, can I have some now, please?
100%.
There you go. We're going to start with Blanco.
Okay.
Because, you know, obviously since you are a natural agave lover, you know that
do.
Blanco is the base for other expressions of tequila. So if your Blanco is not good, you can discard all the other expressions.
Okay.
Right? So we pride in our Blanco. Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
I have just two hands.
Okay,
so I'm going to pour it.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. Oh, I love this.
You can also
And like I said, I promise this podcast comes with no hangover.
All right.
And
I'll let you know tomorrow
like,
how I'm feeling.
you'll be happy buzzed with just our stories.
yeah. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So this is the moment.
Okay.
I know.
This is the moment, yes. Sniff, sniff. Sniff test passed.
Oh shit. That is very smooth.
Yes.
Very good. Hold on. Well, I mean, it's definitely giving a sense of minerality for sure, but I like that it's a round and not a spiky flavor. I feel like, and I'm not gonna elaborate anymore. It's round, not spiky.
Yep.
I feel like when you're drinking a lot of spirits, people feel like if it's not gonna burn you, then it's like not gonna get you to where you need to be, respectfully. That's a lie, and this is very good.
And that's exactly what the vision was when we were
wow.
creating the flavor profile for tequila. Just a little history. None of us were tequila drinkers before. And so the thought of tequila, right, it's got its own social stigma, and it has its own preconceived notion that it's meant for shots. You need to have chasers. You need to have lime and salt to kind of flush it down your system.
I call
and
that training wheels.
Yeah, and there's always that kind of unfortunate expression, because you feel, from like a societal standpoint, or even, with some brands from a marketing standpoint, it's just like that visual reaction to it.
Yeah, the facial expression.
Yeah.
When people shot a glass of tequila or mix it with margaritas or whatnot, that's not what FINO's all about.
Yeah.
No.
Right? I mean, we can make some phenomenal cocktails, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be a true sipping tequila that you enjoy. No burn, no aftertaste.
I do not feel the urge to do anything other than drink it as it is,
Yeah.
which is rare in the market these days. There are some places doing it, but this is really doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate
There's a
it.
lot of
Fantastic
effort that
job.
went behind this, a lot of thinking through, a lot of tasting tequilas,
So
A lot of fun times
a
too.
lot of fun times.
I was gonna say, when did this all start? What's the beginning?
So back in 2017,
Okay.
one of our co-founders, he's pretty well known in the community here in the hospitality world and just as a serial entrepreneur. And so,
Serial entrepreneur.
isn't that a nice term?
It sounds unhinged, but I understand what it means. I'm like, damn. All right. I watch a lot of true crime, okay? When people say
We
serial.
call him Pablo Patel, by the way.
Indian Patel, but we call him Pablo Patel. So he's pretty well known in the community
Yes.
to create a brand, build a brand, and make it successful. So a lot of small scale entrepreneurs, businessmen approach him and see how they can work together, get his guidance, get his mentorship to start their own brand. So one such person brought in a distiller from Mexico that wanted to start a tequila brand in the US.
Okay.
And at that time, he was not a tequila drinker either. He actually owns tanning chain, LA Tan. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you've heard of LA Tan. That is a correct. I went to high school in New Jersey. I was raised on Jersey Shore. Just a small, insignificant little tanning company. Cool. Sorry, Carrie. Carry on.
Okay. So anyway, he's a good friend of mine, and this distiller went to him and said, "Hey, I would love to start a tequila business with you." And he was a Scotch drinker before.
I'm a Scotch bitch. All day, every day.
So was I.
So was I.
Until FINO
Yes.
happened. So that's my change,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So
I still like my scotch.
I'm just, there's a time
once in
and
a while,
place.
it's
There's
good.
a
It's good. You know what? At the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
a respect for any good alcohol.
Exactly.
That matters. So he wasn't too keen on doing the business, and I don't know if you know, Patron is owned by a hair company.
No, I did not know that.
Paul Mitchell, one of the owners. So
Everything is a conspiracy theory. I'm also not going to elaborate on that, but yeah.
So the guy that approached him said, if hair man can start a tequila business, so can a tan man.
Wait.
An Indian tan man, by the way.
Wait.
No.
Hold on. have a little bit of more. Hold on.
Tan, man. I love it.
Anejo, you haven't tasted the anejo yet. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh
Wonderful.
my
Please
God.
continue. I'm going to sip to that. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Please continue.
So that's how FINO started.
Yep.
He ventured into it. But initially when he started the business, it was not with any one of us. He had his own partners from the distillery, and few people known to him started it.
Okay.
And they were in the business for 1 year and failed miserably.
Oh.
They couldn't sell, they didn't focus, they didn't do anything. Fast forward a year and a half later, the distiller was in Chicago, and I was invited by this person for a tequila tasting dinner. And I looked at him, I'm like, Nick, we're Scotch buddies. I'm not going to be drinking tequila with you. Seriously? And so he
like,
goes,
"Nice try."
no, this is different, and you don't have to drink tequila if you don't like it, but please be my guest. Come and join us at the dinner.
Yeah.
Went to the dinner. I was floored by the knowledge that I gathered about tequila
Yeah.
at that time. Of course, I wasn't thinking about doing a business at that time, right? I'm just going and having a good time. It's
Yeah.
a party.
You're like living your future CEO life. You're like aspiring. You're out
I'm
here.
still in the
fucking-
hospital. I'm still thinking about my physician meetings the next morning at 6 a.m. I'm like, I don't want to drink tequila.
Right.
Have
You
a
got shit to do.
hangover. I
Right.
got
Yeah.
shit to do,
Yeah.
right? So I was pleasantly surprised the next morning that I woke up without a hangover. And I was like, damn, that was actually pretty good tequila that I drank.
This is some good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So fast forward a couple weeks later, his daughter and I, we are thinking of doing some business together. We thought of all the girly products, hair care line, skincare line. What do we do, And then it was like an aha moment. For some reason, I was like, the tequila that we drank 2 weeks ago, it was pretty damn good. I've
Still
been
on the
thinking
brain.
about it. It's still in my brain, and it's actually really fascinating to me, all the stories we learned about Mexico. And I saw a lot of similarities between Mexican culture and Indian culture. The tropical climate, the spices that we grew up with, there was a lot of commonalities. So it was really fascinating, and we just started talking casually, and then that bulb went up. We're like, forget these girly products. Why don't we venture into a tequila business? And we started a tequila company. So we went to Nick, her dad, a serial entrepreneur, and said,
Pablo
we
Patel.
want to start a tequila business. And I don't know if you know, but Indian women are not in the liquor world.
Oh, I
There's
know.
still a lot of stigma associated with it.
Yeah.
Everyone drinks, but nobody talks about it.
Well, yes. Okay, hold on. I keep forgetting that West Indian, East Indian, different, same, different. But growing up, like in Trinidad, my aunt Sintra wasn't a drinker at all, but like occasionally she would let a little loose. And I just remember she was a rum or tequila girly. So, but she was like, "Don't tell your mom."
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
just
we're
not
not even, I'm like,
publicized.
we're not
Yeah.
even
It's
Indian. You're Indian. I'm not telling anyone. I'm 5.
Yeah. You're like, I am very young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's I forget that there's a lot of overlap in terms of like culture. And so I grew up with a lot of like Indian, and specifically like Hindi is very popular in Trinidad. So yeah,
So when we went and said we want to start a tequila business, his
that's
reaction
out
was,
of pocket.
no. He said, that's fantastic. You don't see any Indian women in the liquor world. And if you guys are serious about it, we're like, I would love to do something edgy. Coming from a hospital industry.
Pablo Patel is a unique Indian father.
Yes,
He's a
Pablo
very-
Patel is very unique. If you meet him, you'll know.
Yes. Wow.
By now, you would have finished all 3 bottles if he had been here.
Salesman.
So
Yes.
he was very excited. He said, you don't see many Indian women in the liquor industry. And so if you both are serious about it, I'll back it up. We will create a brand and we can do it. And so we got very excited. We're like, oh my God, this is awesome. And that's when Sonali, his daughter, said, this is so cool. We can drink a lot of tequila in our business. How fun is
party
this?
all the time.
We're just going
One
to
of the
scale
best
this to the
businesses to start.
moon.
And
you
she
know,
had just
on this, like,
graduated from college, so she
on
had a
this,
lot
like,
of tequila
rocket
nights.
ship, you know? Yeah.
So we got very excited, and the thought that we're pushing the envelope, we're creating something that's unique to our culture, to be out there. Could be any PR is good PR, right? Could become a bad PR. You never know. But that was the start of FINO journey for us.
Okay. A little baby
Little baby.
coming to fruition.
A lot of history.
A lot of history. A lot of fun
history.
history.
Would
Yeah.
you like to expand on?
Yeah, so I got
some of that as
into FINO a couple years later. Nick and I have been friends and done a lot of investments together. So he approached me and asked for some assistance with the bottle creation, with the manufacturing aspect, investment standpoint as well. And I said, hell yeah. You know, it's, tried the
Again, why
product
not?
and it was, why not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Literally, why not?
And it was amazing. And so we started off, it was initially marketed as 100% women owned. So it was my wife, Jana, and Sonali.
Oh, that's
And so
nice.
all the initial bottles all say 100% women owned. And so, making a totally different play, especially all Indian Americans, Indians, women owned. I mean, it's unheard of, right? And we're like, let's go with this. So we're all busy with our respective careers and running, tanning businesses, automation businesses, Taco Maya, restaurants. I mean, there's, everyone, Soria Wellness. I mean, it's quite busy. So fast forward a couple years, we decide to, start from a hobby type project with FINO to now really making it into a big deal.
I think we understand that a little bit here at Term Service.
Yeah. We're drawing some parallels here.
Yep.
Absolutely.
In my mind, what was a hobby is no longer that. This is a real thing.
Yeah, and
And it wasn't even a hobby, just a passion.
No, I completely understand.
Okay.
And I just have to give Naripa a shout out here because over the years, it has been really beautiful to see her realize
Understand that this is a real thing.
that she has contributed to through this platform.
Shout out to Molly, my therapist,
So there you go.
reminding me to be like, girl, you're doing a thing. And I'm like, it's just work. No, it's
Once
more.
you're passionate about something, once you get into it,
Yeah.
this statement may hurt me, but I spend 80% of my time on FINO now. I mean,
I hope
just
your other
love it.
business partners are not hearing this.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I said it's going to get me a little bit in trouble here. But, I mean, it is, it's just a fun experience.
It's addictive in a good way.
In a great way.
Right.
There's a lot of logistic nightmares, a lot of hard work behind anything. Doesn't matter whether it's tequila or automation or hospitals or, there's a lot of hard work behind every brand,
It's
right?
giving,
Behind every product.
like
Yeah.
MSG for the soul.
Yeah.
You're like, I got to do it. It's in me now.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
I feel like it's happening.
And that's who we all, there's 6 partners in FINO, and all of us have made our success stories in other ventures, other businesses, and it's about bringing friends together, taking an exceptional product, and really going global with it. So fast forward, we've relaunched, rebranded, complete new juice, complete new bottle look, and one of our partners, a very good friend of ours, Yuvraj Singh, is fundamentally the face of FINO. So, and his story resonates with not only the brand name, failure's not an option, but all of us as serial entrepreneurs and leaders and businessmen and women. So his story is that he had cancer during halfway through his career. Stage 4, got really unhealthy, and said, I'm going to fight through this, and I'm going to. So he took some time off, and fought through it, worked his ass off to get back into it, rejoined cricket, and won India the
Wait, which
the
team?
championship. So the India, the national
Oh, the
India
national
team.
team.
So
Dang.
he's the guy's
Yeah.
got 70 million social media followers. I mean,
Yeah.
India's a big fucking country.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
1.4 billion people.
Right.
But when it comes to cricket and to Indians, cricket is like God,
Yeah.
second to God.
I live
right?
in Rogers
I mean,
Park, and there's still like a very large Indian community that play cricket on the weekends at the like Black Forest golf course like reserve thing over there.
Yeah.
And sometimes I go and I watch.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's a crazy sport.
yeah. Oh yeah. I
mean-
grew up with my dad forcing me to
Yeah.
go to multi-day long matches.
Yep.
In
There's a
Trinidad.
7-day yeah.
It's just hot as shit.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
And when I was
Yeah.
a kid, I did not understand. And now I'm like,
Yeah.
give me those runs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so he's the
He hit
only
the
person.
wicket.
So he's the equivalent only cricketer who has done 6 sixers, right? Which is equivalent of 6 home runs in a world championship game. Winning
Back
the
to
title
back.
back to back. Winning the title for India. He's been honored by the Prime Minister. He's been honored by all athletes around the world in all different sports. And just a genuine, phenomenal guy.
We're very blessed to have him be part of our
He-
team.
And he's not just a brand ambassador, he's fully into it, right? I mean, he's an investor, put skin in the game, but he also came down with us to the distillery and he was fine-tuning the liquid. He was fine-tuning every detail, and in the distillery, they didn't follow cricket too much. He actually even took out his phone and showed us 6 Sixers video, and he's negotiating at the table.
Oh my
with
God,
the thing. And this is a
yes.
world
He's like,
famous athlete. Like, hello.
Yes,
you
right.
I know you don't
It's
know
giving
me.
us
I know
the
you don't know me, but this is
Yeah.
who I am, right? So,
Here's a preview.
and it's something different for him.
That
too.
is
Like,
hella ethnic. I love that shit.
Yes.
I mean, the guy gets multi-million-dollar endorsements from all these other organizations. He's done a lot of brands,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But he's truly, genuinely, just like the rest of us partners, into this business, right? And he loves his tequila. He loves FINO. He loves what it stands for, what we're all about. And look, it's a business, no doubt, but it's something that we want to have fun with, right?
Yeah.
So we're working with friends, we're working with family, and we're making a difference in, what tequila stands for.
I also think that there's something to be said for like people who feel invested in their culture they invest differently into their businesses. It's more than just a thing to make money. It's also representing them, their family. How can this be a benefit to what people believe our culture means? It's a redefining. And I think that when you have actual skin in the game and you're like there on a ground level, you're investing so much more than just money and
Absolutely.
time.
Right.
Absolutely.
Respect, yeah.
Well, it also becomes part of legacy building.
Absolutely.
Right? Like,
Yep.
Something that truly is a part of you. This earlier. And one of the things.
You cut.
Oh, good. Sorry.
That's why I got the
Sancho, cut
headphones
that.
on.
Oh, great. No
Yeah.
problem. One thing that I really want to mention and give credit to not only the both of you, but everyone involved in FINO is when we first started talking and I was beginning research on my end, and also when we were discussing internally.
When he was creeping for long-time followers.
It's like we're really curious on how that bridge was being built from, Mexican heritage to India because of the saturation of this particular spirit globally.
I'm just grateful that you are not white celebrities.
Also,
To be perfectly
everyone
frank.
and their brother has a tequila brand, it
Yeah.
says, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the bridge that we're filling between the Mexican heritage, Indian heritage. We are really the big, only celebrity-backed Indian tequila brand, you know, and the tequila space in India is where the US was 7 to 10 years ago, right?
Damn.
It's 90% whiskey dominant, but it is changing, right? People, the younger generation are starting to appreciate sipping tequilas and asking for a good spirited, you know, tequila brand.
Yeah.
And so we're at the forefront of it with FINO and really hitting India market strong, UK market. Of course, the US is very important to us.
Where are you growing
The
the
tequila?
agave?
Yeah.
In Jalisco, in a town called Arandas.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
Highlands. It's a very small batch family farm, 3-generation owned distillery that we've partnered up with, and we're not looking to change the, you know, we're not looking to become a Casamigos where, you know, we have the ability to sell hundreds of thousands of bottles right off the bat, right?
Yeah.
Especially with such a big name like Yuvraj, right? We are going true to the 100% pure agave, no additives. We don't want any sweeteners in there. We don't want any caramel. We want people to appreciate genuine agave and enjoy every sip.
That is so
Not just
respectful.
part. It's-
Thank you so much.
It's quality over quantity,
Yes.
right?
100%.
And if you look at this bottle, this is our new bottle, new juice, and kind of like our rebranding of FINO. We feel like we have created a very beautiful bottle, but it's not just about what's outside, right? You want to make sure it's beautiful out and in. So we are very, very particular about the purity of agave. We say, you know, when you look at this bottle, you think of purity, pride.
Yeah. Also, the añejo. Is this the second one that we're?
Yes.
Delicious. It has a very mild.
I was like,
It has a very like
hell yeah.
mild like spice running through it, but it finishes like sweet.
But not sugar sweet.
Not
No.
sugar
Right, right,
sweet,
right.
not
Yeah.
sugar sweet.
not
And you can
super
tell,
sweet. Yeah.
Like when you take a breath in afterwards, it's like not floral, but I'm gonna be real sapphic. It's sort of like when you take the like little bits out of a honeysuckle that like drop at the end of it.
Yep.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our añejo is very unique. So traditionally, you know, you go 12 to 18 months on an añejo. We're not taking any shortcuts, even though it costs us much more to produce. Our añejo, our regular añejo, is 2.5 years minimum,
Yeah.
right? Our piña, by the way, is also 8 to 10 years age versus the traditional, you know, 6 to 8 years.
Yeah.
We're taking those extra steps. Sure, it may limit the amount of production and high volume, but again, this is pure agave. We're not going to take any shortcuts. We're not
Yes.
trying, in 2.5 years.
We definitely pride in our craftsmanship. And one of the things we are very careful, we are very conscious about is to make sure that there's no shortcut to any of these. We believe in every bottle having the best juice to our consumers. And if that is at the compromise of time, so be it.
Well,
Yeah,
let me
it's
tell
even
you something.
compromise some business. I mean,
Business,
people have
time,
asked us
money, and you know, because it's
we
like,
just-
you know,
we can't take,
the biggest challenge with the tequila supply chain, right? Unlike any other thing, and Vikram can talk about this in depth. It's very hard to say when a bottle is going to be ready
110%.
because the aging matters. And when you are a new brand and you're creating so many quantities and you're trying to sell, and if people are liking it and they want to order, you know, it's like sales is instant gratification. If somebody's thinking about it, you want to sell it right away, but then the bottle's not going to be ready for
No.
2.5 years because that's what we want to give to somebody.
Yes.
Right.
So that's the biggest challenge, but then we want to remain authentic to it.
Yeah. And that also becomes part of the greatest reward as
Yeah.
well. And super quick, if I can back up just one step that I was curious about, how how did you source this in Jalisco, figuring out exactly who you wanted to source it from and work with?
So that actually was pretty straightforward,
That
right?
came in,
Because
right?
that
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
naturally came in, and I think we got lucky because this distiller, which is a small batch produced distillery, they've been doing this. What we fell in love with that distillery is that it's small batch,
Great.
and it's
Yeah.
a very family-oriented business.
Okay, perfect.
It's not
Authentic.
mass-produced;
Yes, for
it's
sure.
authentic.
I think that and I've said this multiple times throughout the years, but Black and brown folk have a history of having to wait for things to happen. So patience is something that comes differently. And so
Absolutely.
you're
100%.
Yeah, you're more able to be like, all right, the fruit of my labor will produce in this amount of time. Whereas I feel that not Black and brown people don't understand waiting for things to happen, and that change takes time. And if you want to build something, you have to build it from the ground up. There are no shortcuts that are gonna, there are shortcuts that are gonna get you there. You're gonna be stepping on the backs of everyone around you, you horrible, horrible people. Don't do it. But yeah, I think that this could have been a situation where you could have looked at quantity over quality,
Absolutely.
but
And many
respectfully,
brands are
yeah.
doing that. You
Yeah.
know, there are so many lawsuits happening now because of that. Because when you start mass producing, you
Yes.
can't compete because you can't keep up with that much of production because the agave takes so much time.
Yep.
So if you're going to harvest it in 4 years instead of waiting 10 years, then you don't have the sweetness of agave. So you need to add the caramel or you need to add additives to it. So in that world, we want to remain true to our product, and if that's going to take time and that's going to come at the cost of some money and time and effort, so be it. Because in the end, this brand will speak for itself. The juice
like
will
that.
speak for itself.
Yep.
So,
Patience is a virtue.
I don't have
And
that.
failure is not an option. That's the mantra of our
Oh, yeah.
business.
Yeah.
Same.
I think that's going to be another 2 to 3 years of therapy before I get there.
Okay.
I believe y'all.
Just
I
start
believe it's
drinking
real.
FINO. You'll start
Yeah,
believing
you
it
know what?
faster.
There you go. Waking up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, you'll be
Who? Where? Me?
apparently after drinking all this FINO. Don't
Oh
you
well,
worry about
yeah.
it.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm not making any judgments. We're gonna see how it goes tomorrow.
We'll have a follow-up podcast tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a follow. Yeah, we got shit to do in the morning.
Thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
So-
morning after.
Yes.
The morning. I'll ask our guest
I will
tomorrow.
literally let you know in real time
Yeah.
because we will be together in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yes.
So yes. Oh.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay. Well.
So, okay, I guess
ahead.
going into it a little bit more, I'm like, what are you looking for in finding a home in different marketplaces for this product?
I can take that one.
Yeah.
So our initial market, our big market is India, right? I mean, that's where Yuvraj's following is. That's where we're all Indian Americans. So India is a big market for us. We're looking to change the dynamic of what consumers think of tequila, from shots to margaritas to truly sipping, enjoying tequila. No different than whiskey. India is 90% dominant whiskey consumers. However, last year there was a 392% CAGR growth rate of tequila in India.
Holy
of
shit.
fine spirits, right?
Wow.
So India is a popping market. That's our go-to market.
I have a quick question, and do pardon my ignorance here.
I like it. Keep going.
So, in India, in regards to tequilas, is the default margaritas, or it's just like that's the main?
Margaritas and shots.
Yeah, I mean they have
that's it.
their famous
That's
drink
their
out there,
definition of
picante,
tequila.
right?
Oh,
they
picante?
have a picante with spicy margarita, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Indians consume the
Yeah.
majority of tequila.
And that's their introduction.
That's the introduction.
And
That's the
we're
go-to.
changing
Yeah.
That's-
world.
that's,
we're changing the perception.
Yeah.
What's that thing where they like come in colonization?
Yeah.
America made Cinco de Mayo happen, and then it doesn't mean what it means. It's a garbage factory here. But like, that's the idea that has been broadcasted around the world surrounding like Mexican culture and agave spirits is like a margarita is the only way. I only learned about like traditional Mexican like clay pot drinks, cantaritos. I say everything like a white person speaking Spanish. I'm sorry. And I was like, holy shit, like it's not like in my brain everything was sold to me as a gimmick, but there's like a reason and a meaning behind everything.
Right.
And so I fear that in Trinidad tequila is probably the same way, like shots or margaritas, and it's hard to change a perception of something. Like
Right.
I thought Taco Bell was Mexican food until I moved to Chicago,
Yeah.
and I like had an actual taco for the first time in my life. It felt like, because I was on the East Coast, that's white people tacos, Taco Tuesday shit, and Taco Bell, and so now they don't ask me if I want lettuce and tomatoes. I just get the onions and cilantro. I'm fancy now.
Yeah. You're legit. You're legit. And I, the more that I have been thinking about this conversation, as grateful as I am for it, I also got very frustrated with the state of, just marketing within the context of this spirit.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are, and we don't have to get into specifics here, but there are numerous cocktails that are pushed at such a high market level, but it's only to push more product.
It's not to actually experience the product.
Right.
Yeah.
And just as someone that works with brands, creates content and activations around brands, the deeper you go into it, the more you realize that origin is everything.
Yeah.
And the sustainable impact metrics are also going to tell you everything that you need to know. And people will tell you, it's just like, oh, like it's great that you're working with these people and these people and these people and these people. But the reality is, it's just like, how does that translate into something that is not only sustainable, but also equitable as well?
100%. I mean, you see a lot of tequila brands out there, even in the U.S. here. Everyone knows about Casamigos' story, right?
Boo.
George Clooney.
Sorry.
And but not 100% pure agave. They did a great marketing. I mean, it's fucking George Clooney. I mean, Casamigos did an excellent job. Likewise, Clase Azul, beautiful bottle, right? Some of the understated but well-recognized tequilas like Ocho and Fortaleza and G4, these are the type of tequilas that we compare ourselves to, right?
Yeah.
The authenticity, the quality, the craftsmanship of the agave, the liquid itself.
Yeah, the
That's what
intentionality.
exactly.
Wow.
That's what our purpose is with FINO. And in India, those other ones aren't there.
Yeah.
We're,
So hopefully we are in that category, introducing
I like this.
good tequila in the market.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you, based on the Mexican rules, a juice can be called tequila if it has 51% agave.
Okay, so my follow-up question, is it sort of like wine where it has to be produced in that area
It has
to
to be
be
in
called
Jalisco.
that?
So-
Okay, because
otherwise it has to be called an agave,
spirit,
Yep.
because we
it won't be-
discussed that with
Someone else.
yes,
Yes.
we won't talk about it. But because my question was going to be like, okay, so the climate of India seems real good for growing agave. However, I don't know the rules of like, if it doesn't naturally occur there, you can't bring it in. But also, if you want it to be tequila, it has to be in this very
It has to
specific
be
region.
grown in
Yeah.
Jalisco.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some tequila, or I should say agave spirit
spirits.
brands
Yeah.
in India that
That
are
are
doing
doing quite well.
Yeah.
doing quite well. They're on the lower end spectrum from a price standpoint, quality standpoint.
Yeah.
but they are tapping that market, and it's produced in India itself. But in order to be called tequila, you have to be made in Jalisco.
Yeah.
And if it's 100% tequila, like FINO is, it has to be bottled at the distillery too. You can't take
You can't
the
put it in a
juice,
barrel and mix
take it there and then bottle it in India, which might be actually cheaper.
But
But you can't do that. So the authenticity of the product is
I didn't know that.
is actually maintained at every stage.
it has to be like so specific to garner that. I don't know all the rules of it, but I know it's like a lot of shit that you
There's
have
a
to
lot,
like.
a lot of logistics for it.
I'm not trying to have real thoughts. I'm just trying to understand if this is a like legitimate, well, not you in particular, but whenever I'm having tequila, I want to make sure like this is real, because I'm going to go on a little thing. I didn't realize that like, because I didn't have George Clooney's stuff for a long time. It was like, I think the first time was like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. And I literally remember being like, this isn't tequila. And then all the stuff started happening. And I was like, I was right. This isn't tequila. It's sort of
That's
giving.
what happens when you start mass producing, right? It's very difficult to maintain the authenticity of the product
Right.
just by default. How long it takes to produce the agave.
Right.
So it's actually I guess a blessing and a curse for the agave industry because it takes time.
Well, I mean, again, I'll just reference back to what I had mentioned prior. It just kudos to all of you for putting care over capitalism.
110%.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Capitalism doesn't care
Jesus.
about your
Yeah.
creativity.
or your intention.
You lose the intention, you lose the authenticity. Decisions can be diluted by capitalism, and essentially you need, as long as you stick to your gut, you stick to the roots of your authenticity. Patience is a virtue. That's what I say. It will come, right?
I have a follow-up note on the añejo. It smells a little bit like an unpeated scotch, which to me is like a pure rum, like not like a Jamaican rum or an agricole or anything like that. It's like a nice, clean, unpeated scotch.
But here's the
you know
cool
your
thing.
tequila well.
Yeah, she does.
No, I'm just good at tasting. But I'm like, I really enjoy this. I am not a like sipper of tequila. I'm mostly, if I'm doing agave, it's gonna be mezcal because I'm a Scotch girly.
Yeah.
And I will go on the record and say that I'm upset that I enjoy this tequila so much.
Yes!
I'm upset about it.
And on that note, cheers.
I don't have anything.
cheers. Oh, we gotta pour some.
Yes.
Let's wait. Let's pour some.
Hold on. Because
But here's the thing, right? While you're pouring, it's very interesting because why do people have lime and salt? Why do you need chasers for a tequila, right? Because it's so harsh. And every single person here, I gave Blanco neat because I pride in our base product because you do not need chasers.
I need a halftime pour of what you just did there for myself. I are baby.
Yeah.
Nice.
A little too much.
No.
Oops.
I will.
All right, now we can cheers.
Now we can cheers. Yes.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I'm gonna drop the mic over here. Ready? Marcus is gonna hate
Salud.
this. It's gonna be on like
Salud.
different fucking runs. Sorry, Marcus. Sorry, Toncho.
Yes. It'll be great.
Oh, this is a different.
Totally
Is
different.
this your first
Rosado.
time? Is this your first with the Rosado?
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is
Yeah.
all of
For
them.
all of
I
them.
didn't try any beforehand because I was like, I need to be the. I don't know.
The surprise judge in the
Yes.
end.
I'm. Okay.
Talk
Hold
to
on.
me.
We want complete
this-
honesty.
okay, first
this
of
is
all-
our
Let's
first
go.
batch.
Yeah.
First nose smells whiskey, straight up. But like, and I say this respectfully, like a corn whiskey, not like a. It's like kind of like it has a saline quality to it that I really like. A little salty. kind of like pickling spicy a little bit. I like the color on it. Okay, you tell me more about this one.
So this is our new expression. We have aged our Blanco in whiskey oak barrel. We char the barrel and let it age for 6 months. And then we take that, which is basically a reposado. So we take that and we rested it in Cabernet barrels for 2.5 to 3 months. And hence the color difference.
Also, I was going to say, but also cabs can give a salty expression sometimes. And so I was like, why is it giving that?
So let me ask you an honest question. So this is our first iteration of it. We are playing around with, and we're the first to admit we've messed up before on our añejo, and we fine-tuned it to be perfect, and we're very picky, and always love to have consumer feedback. Some say that it could be a little bit sweeter. What are your thoughts?
I would say for me, the añejo was sweeter, than this for me. This is definitely giving a whiskey bourbon, it's not a sting, but this one does have a flavor that sort of lasts towards the back of your tongue, which is not a bad thing. I think that sometimes
Tannic.
that's a good, tannic. I think that's a good measure for, personally, me intake wise. It's the other two is I'm not drinking. This is why whenever I'm borderline done for the evening, they know if I order a tequila, soda, and lime,
It's a wrap.
it's a wrap. She gotta go home.
It's a wrap.
Because my
It's a
brain
wrap.
is this is a
As soon as
non-alcoholic
she's just
beverage.
this is what I want. We're close.
We were- close shop, yeah.
We were
we're done.
literally here one night, just got here, and he was like, what do you want to drink? I was like, I gotta pee. Get me a tequila, soda, and lime. Went to the bathroom, came back out. Bartender gave it to me. I gave it right back to the bartender. I was like, I would like a Red Bull. I gotta go home. As soon as I looked at it, I was like, and I told Justin that night, I was like, if this ever happens again, it's time for me to leave.
Yep.
So the first two for me are more of that holy shit, I'm not thinking about this. This is so enjoyable, and I'm not feeling Jose vibes. It's not giving blacking out in my dorm at the University of Vermont. Shout out to Luke in the corner being silent the entire time. But I think this is it's giving mahogany walls, leather, some sort of cigar. Maybe you rolled it with your with Pablo Patel, probably. I'm not mad at it. I will say, though, of the three, this would be the most casual sipping. I'm not going to have more than 1 to 2.
Yeah.
The other two is danger.
We call it dangerously smooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can finish. 2 people can finish a bottle.
Oh, I believe that.
And
I've experienced it.
Yeah,
and
I
be like,
absolutely
oh my
believe
god, what
that.
just happened? This whole bottle is empty.
And still function at a
And
board meeting,
functional.
and function at a board meeting the
Right.
next day.
And he goes at 6 a.m.
To Barry's
fitness.
boot camp every morning.
You
I love Barry's boot camp.
eat myself out of here. Barry's fucking boot camp. You know how I learned about Barry's? Summer House.
Yeah.
And now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I live 400 feet from my gym, and I haven't been in a year. Well, that's a lie. I tricked myself 2 months ago into going to the gym, and I have
we
not
go.
been back since.
Well, then welcome back. To
But I gotta go. But Barry's, that's crazy. That's unconstitutional to your body.
I
I don't understand what you're talking about.
it's like it is the
Waking up for
constitution of my
someone
body.
to
Yes.
Oh, it
be
was great.
mean to
I just
you.
hit 1,500 classes, and they had a big club celebration over there. It was
Are
amazing.
you fucking?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
I can't even commit
yeah.
to 400 feet. How long does
wow.
it take you to get to your class?
Wow.
It's not that far. I live in River North, and
Okay.
it's just there's one on Erie here, so about 10-minute walk.
I
10-minute
live
walk up.
400 feet from my gym. I walk past it to go on the train to go to work every day. And I'm like, I'm keeping a small business open in my neighborhood. Yeah. No. Maybe I do need that. Maybe I need something to hold me accountable. Is someone yelling at you all the time there?
I have 3 little ones I got to keep up with at home.
Fair enough. I just got 2
that's my
cats.
butt, yeah.
I ain't got shit to do.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, and also one thing that I wanted to mention about what we're drinking now specifically. Every time I hear the term sweeter in regards to any sort of spirit, I automatically go to, kind of this, increase of, making sure that it's palatable. And I also believe that there's a lot of benefit of the consumer education in redesigning their thought process and how they approach sugar within the context of particular spirits as well. Because I personally love this.
Yeah.
And you're speaking to like an avid agave drinker.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me started. Mezcal Negroni is my jam. Again, don't get me started.
I feel like what they're doing with tequila is what we're doing with the food service industry
Is it?
consumers
Okay.
in terms of
Tell me more.
my top
Yes.
priority from the beginning of all of this has always been to get people who go to bars and restaurants and hotels to see us as actual fucking human beings and
Yes.
not just
Yes.
people who are here to serve them.
I am so
Because
proud
you
of
can
you,
be both.
Nuriba.
I am drawing parallels, okay? I get it. But like, I think that's how you get to a point in a business where you're actually understood.
Right.
And I like that y'all are standing on, this is what we're doing. You don't know. We are being culturally respectful to the origin story of this product
100%.
with a respect that is based out of working knowledge of what it's like to come from a culture that people don't necessarily always understand, but is full of life and being vibrant. I get it.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, we've invested millions of dollars and time into FINO, and we're not going to take shortcuts. We're not
It's-
going to, and it's
It's tasting like that.
Yeah.
And the
Yes.
storytelling doesn't stop there, right? The name Fino, literally in Spanish, means fine or suave,
Fine as hell.
which is what we wanted to create. We wanted to create a fine tequila, almost like an agave wine. And Scotch drinkers would appreciate this more, that this
An
is like an
agave wine.
entry level
Y'all got me.
into the world of agave. Because it's so smooth, it doesn't intimidate people that want to try tequila.
I will say, okay,
that's a very good point, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say though, the problem with this, and this is not a real problem, is that I feel like there is a point in every young person's life where you have to be introduced to the shitty thing first so that you understand that like there are better things.
I mean, jungle juice is a thing for
I-
a reason.
Oh, yeah.
You,
know?
you appreciate light when you see darkness.
Yes.
Listen,
For sure. Absolutely.
one
Yes.
time I woke up in
Or
my
don't
dorm.
see darkness.
Or you don't.
Or don't.
Yeah.
One time I woke up in my dorm room with 13 written in Japanese characters on my arm, and above it said Jose. And my girlfriend at the time looked at me and was like, "You were keeping track of your Jose Cuervo shots and practicing your Japanese at the same time." And I was like,
Got it.
cool. Cool. So like, I feel like you're gonna ruin someone's life with this in the best possible way.
It's a good problem.
I know.
Yeah.
It's dangerously
I'm
good.
glad I
Yes.
didn't have
Yeah.
this when I was
Yeah.
19. Thank you. Thank you for waiting until I was a full adult woman.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes. And so
I will say it's getting smoother as you go. I think because
to
it was
breathe.
so different. Yes. And that's why I was like, at the end, I was like, the añejo is giving an unpeated scotch.
Yeah.
But it's also aged for 2.5 years, so
Yeah.
the smoothness, the longer it waits. The other thing with agave is because the plant itself takes 10 years,
You damn right.
and then you put it in a barrel, so it's getting even longer for it to like age.
Which is why I think
So-
that we should charge more money for these products.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Yes.
I'm literally at work.
Vikram will be the first one to say, let's increase it.
Yes.
But it's not because
Those projections
of
are looking fantastic.
but it's not in a making money way. It's in a respect for the product way.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
and that's I feel like what I look for in but I'm also asking questions. I'm like, where are you growing this? How are you giving back to the land? How are you cultivating the land? Is it something that is not going to take away from the distiller, not the distiller, but the farmer's ability to keep this land healthy and productive for years and years and years? It's part of the whole farm to table aspect. You respect the land, you respect the product.
Right.
I just want to make sure that people understand that it's a lot more than corn.
Yeah, it's a lot of
In a
love and sweat.
field.
It's not easy to produce tequila.
No.
I mean,
Right.
The scorching sun and all the farmers that are trying to maintain that land and grow the farm.
Right.
Lifting the pina, I mean, you get scratched up. I mean,
get-
they're
oh
heavy.
my
They're
God,
like
it hurts.
100 pounds. It
I
hurts.
actually have a really
It's
cool
like-
picture I have to show. But then each bottle of FINO has about 8 to 10 kilos of agave. So that's purity at its best.
Yeah.
That's why we can't have nice things.
But
we
understanding
can.
that we deserve to
Yes.
have nice things. Okay.
I know.
And so
Yeah.
a quick little story that I want to drop here. This was years ago. I was approached
God
by
damn.
I was approached by a spirits brand to do
You're strong.
some activation work, and at the time it was very, very exciting. It was just like, this is a great value add to our portfolio, and I'll never forget having a meeting with the owner of the brand, and it was just countless things where I was like, oh, that's a very interesting and pointed question, because it was anchored in really positioning themselves against the market and their competitors and people, their colleagues in the space, right? It's just like, this is our lane. How do we get there? Mm-hmm. We're really interested in X, Y, and Z. And during this meeting, I was like, so can we talk a bit about the work that you're doing, where you're doing it? I obviously know these things because you have sent them over via a beautiful deck, and you've shared all of these details. But there was such a disconnect from the marketing collateral versus the actual just practice of the leadership of said brand. And it was extremely disheartening.
Yeah.
And we ended up parting ways, and for a bit of time I was like, oh man, that could have been great, but then I was just like, no,
it's not worth it.
It doesn't make sense unless you're investing your time, your expertise, and just your overall energy into something that actually contributes to a larger scale, greater good, than just being like, okay, well, we're going to do this because the market says that we can, or
It can't just be a transaction. You got to
No.
be passionate
Exactly.
about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And hearing the stories of the families and all of this, I was like, I'm just gonna flat out say it. I was like, you don't actually give a shit about any
You
of
don't.
these people. I
No.
was like, you don't.
You're using it
And
as
yeah,
a
and
marketing
then-
tool.
Yeah, I was like this. I was like, I'm just so.
If I get the ick once,
Yeah.
it's forever.
Yeah, and it was truly one of those things. So it's like, okay, how do we grow and diversify as an agency while also retaining our integrity, right? And I feel like that was one of my biggest, like, early on challenges. And I share all of that to inquire what have been some of your challenges in, bringing this brand to life and, protecting it as you currently are. Because I'm sure that there has been some push. Yeah,
Definitely been lots of challenges.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going through it all the time.
From a brand positioning perspective, right? We say FINO is an ultra premium, luxurious brand.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute when people hear luxury, they think of exclusion because it's an expensive product and it's only for a few people.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, I think we truly believe luxury means excellence. So it's inclusive of anybody that's looking for a good quality tequila.
Mm-hmm.
So that itself is a big challenge.
Yeah,
because
luxury
the
as
perception
inclusion
is a huge challenge for us.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
also because of the internet, I will say that luxury has taken on a very specific genre. Whereas this is kind of like how I said baby daddy in the recording. I mean, baby mama in the recording with Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And when we talked about like how I'm not saying it in a way that is like crazy baby mama, baby daddy shit. I'm saying it in the literal term of like, if I marry someone, I'm going to refer to them as such if we have children together. But I think that luxury for me is like when I have time to do my clay mask followed by a rice mask, that's luxury to me. I'm buying a product that I'm not going to use every single day. And I think that when people think of drinking, they're thinking of quantity, not necessarily quality. And I think that you have a product that people should treat like a 12-year scotch.
Absolutely. No, we want people to
You're not
have this,
like-
be proud of having FINO on
Yeah.
their back bar. This is
Exactly.
when you take a bottle of FINO out when you're celebrating something, a major achievement, right? Anything small or big, something that's relevant to yourself to enjoy and, toast to triumph.
Yeah.
Right?
And it feels something to be earned.
Yeah.
You know, something to be earned, which also translates into something to be enjoyed.
Yes.
Absolutely.
As well. So, and with this brand, like, it's already ingrained.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be this whole overarching, campaign of it. And this isn't advice. This is just my feeling. I was like, I get it. I was like, I absolutely get it.
Yep.
And there are like 4,000 brands of tequila that's out there.
Right.
And of course, but if you look at the wine,
and everyone wants to say
or
that it's
scotch,
sustainable. Everyone wants to say that it's heritage driven. Everyone wants to say the same thing in different words.
thing.
Yeah.
It's just like we're supporting this and blah blah blah, and it's like, it's a lot of shit to cut through.
I cannot believe that there are 4,000 different tequila brands.
It's insane.
That's crazy.
It is and you all can speak about this better than I'm able to, but it is a crazy popular category.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
Like
Like, I mean, just-
I understand that, but my brain never registered that there's more than like maybe 50. And you said 4,000, and I was just like,
cute. She's like way more than that. Like, way more.
But you know what? This is an ocean. There is a fish for everybody.
when you said 4,000, my brain was like, why did you even do this?
You're like, there's
so many of them. But no, I
like
respect.
wine,
Do it.
Right? I mean,
Yeah,
there's
it's like
Yeah.
wine.
Yeah.
wines out there,
Yeah.
right? But everyone knows when you have a good bottle of wine.
Yeah. Do they?
What are you talking about?
Does everyone know when they have a good bottle of wine?
I feel like you notice the difference. Because
we do.
Yes.
Us here.
Yeah, fair.
But like,
But also,
mass public maybe not,
everyone
yeah.
is on a different path in their journey.
True.
So,
I mean, I didn't know what good shit was when I was in my 20s and
Absolutely
you know,
not.
in
Listen.
college, and I
listen.
you know,
I would
Yeah.
say
I just wanted to
in
get fucked
college.
up.
Yeah, I mean, I
Right?
thought
I mean,
Arbor Mist was everything. Okay,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just like hand it over.
In
And then I was
2000,
I could never.
Boxed
like,
wine. Will you ever
Ye-
consider buying it now?
Yeah, I was like, it was a whole thing.
Listen,
It was a whole thing. I was like,
I will still drink Carlo Rossi to this
Oh, God.
day.
see,
Give me that
Joe.
Chianti. Give me that Chablis, bitch. I am a garbage bag. But also, I think that like,
And when I
there's-
bring nice wine to my mom, she loses her mind because she's like, this is too much. I was like, Mom,
I know.
if
I
you don't take this
love a
ice
good
cold
Carlo.
Chardonnay out this goddamn freezer, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, I was like,
Chardonnay.
here you go. Please enjoy.
I like a nice quality thing, but I'm still gonna get a chalupa at 2 a.m. Okay,
Well, that's
Sure.
fair because
And
life is
I
all
feel
about
like-
balance.
No,
It's all
of
about
course.
balance.
It's all about balance.
Yes,
But
for
what
sure.
I'm saying is, Carlo Rossi is a chalupa. Respectfully,
Okay,
that's the end of my sentence.
Okay.
It's a new thing,
yeah.
pairing tequila with food.
Yeah.
And
We've done that.
yeah.
Actually. With a few restaurants. Adobo
Okay.
Grill has actually done pairing of FINO.
Oh,
we've
yes.
we've done some FINO pairing. Actually, now the latest one that I'm going to be
Indian,
working
we did
on.
it,
Yes,
yeah.
Indian we did. We're also thinking of pairing. We've
Amazing
done
restaurant.
We
cigar
love them.
pairings.
We love them.
Yep.
We
Yes.
absolutely love them.
Yes.
Yes.
We've done
yes.
cigar pairings with our añejos at some cigar clubs.
That's the vibe that I was telling you.
Yes.
So now
And
we're
that leads
thinking
into the
of
question. It's like, what are the things that you have done in regards to activating the brand?
now
And, yeah.
we're actually thinking of chocolate pairing.
I could see that working very well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're really marketing it.
Yeah.
That's.
But also,
yeah.
respectfully, I don't feel like they are. Because to me, it doesn't feel like marketing. It feels like this is
It's just who we are.
Exactly.
It's
It's
just
just who we are.
natural.
yeah, like it
We're-
just
we're doing it out of
it
the love,
feels
the passion
transparent.
for.
Exactly. Yeah.
I understand that, but I'm personally a conspiracy theory person, so I feel like everyone's trying to sell me something at all times, and so that's what I will give you, that I never felt like y'all were trying to sell it. I feel like you're more inquisitive about the person's experience.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Nobody's
That's
perfect out
because
there.
Yeah,
we're
that
learning.
You gotta improve.
Yeah.
We could be in this business for 20, 30, 40 years.
Hopefully.
You're always learning, right?
Right.
Yes.
You can
Always.
always fine-tune your product.
Yeah.
You can always improve
Yeah.
on everything,
Yes.
right?
You know what's unique
Agreed.
about our company is we have 6 multicultural co-founders.
Yeah.
We have all different backgrounds. Nobody really came from Mexico. Nobody has any ties to the culture in Mexico or to the agave plantation. We are all corporate people, tech background, sports background, entrepreneurial, general business background, healthcare background. So real people trying to make a difference in the tequila world.
Yeah. Well, and also I feel like it's truly one of those things for me that stood out immediately, because we've worked in a lot of different arenas, we will say, and I can confidently say that you all are the first to ever ask us, what do we think?
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cheers to
Yes.
that. We genuinely wanted to learn what
Yes.
you guys thought.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that speaks volumes. It truly does. And for that, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
We're getting to that point.
No, I completely understand.
Okay.
I was just like, we're gonna be approaching time soon, but not yet.
It's
Yes. And also, I was just like, I'm literally chilling, like just drinking. I could
This is
talk
so
to
much
you
fun.
both all
I mean,
day.
This is just
like
yeah,
this is
I could do
amazing.
this all day.
I was like,
Well, that's a good sign. We generally like it when people want to gab forever with us.
Yeah.
We try to make it not seem like a structured conversation whatsoever. I think me being not medicated for ADHD definitely helps with that. I will say whatever comes into my brain immediately. But you changed my mind a lot in this tasting and conversation. And I'm a mezcal girly, but this is nice. I already told you. Hit up my boss man. I think that this should be the next flight.
Irresponsible.
They didn't. I told you it's Sunday. They're doing their brunch thing.
Oh, that's right. Well, Wally Anderson loved the image.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Wally's like, I will remember to respond to this at 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. So, as we are approaching time, how was your time with us?
Loved it.
That's
We
been
didn't know,
amazing.
honestly, we didn't know what to expect.
Didn't know what we're getting into.
What we were getting into.
just-
Like,
yeah.
literally this morning, I'm texting Vikram, what are you wearing? That's what women think. You know?
Listen.
My first response was going to be Speedo, but then
Okay,
like,
got it. You know,
I could not have guessed that.
you know, just like content gold. Okay, so it's just
Stu
like
would have
we'll
been
do
like,
round
is
2.
this
It'll be great.
regular?
Yes. But yes, so
So this was great. Thank you guys. Really.
Thanks
we
for coming
truly
down here.
amazing
appreciate,
experience. This
um,
is just fun and natural,
Yeah.
and it just
Love it.
feels like we're at home, and we're just having a good time with friends and enjoying, obviously, your company.
We're trying
is
to do
absolutely
that.
amazing.
thank you so very
I'm
much,
glad.
and
Yay.
welcome to the TOS fam.
Yes, thank you.
Of course,
Thank you.
and
It was phenomenal.
yeah, full circle.
Remember the time you didn't know the gag you made?
Carrying on.
The gag you gagged
Yes,
was left
carrying
behind.
Carrying on. I thank you so very much. But in closing, my friends, what are some final things that you would love the world to know
And how
about
can we
you and
find
FINO,
you?
and how can the people find you? If you want to be found,
Yeah,
which
if
I
you wanna be
believe you
found.
want to be found.
I would just love everyone to just
Taste
Fino.
Taste
it,
Get a
try
taste
it. Give the feedback. That's what we're all about, right?
you
We
have-
want to make the best, excuse my French, best fucking tequila out there,
Yeah.
right? I
You don't have to apologize for that here. There are no children here.
We as a brand are, obviously it's a business, but at the same time, we're genuine to the roots of tequila, and we want everyone's feedback, good or bad. We're going to perfect this. We think it's a phenomenal juice. We think the bottle's amazing. We think the product is just absolutely great. You can find us on Reserve Bar. Currently, we're in a bunch of restaurants in Chicago as well, like Miru and Tradita, and tons of Let Us Entertain You spots, and Giant out here in West Loop. We just want everyone to just try it and give us our feedback.
I'm a complete baby. Wait, was that like a website that you can find your products at, or
We can sell throughout the country. 42 different states can buy FINO
And I was
from
gonna
that
say, like, is
website.
there? Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
So our
can get it
Fino Tequila-
nationwide off our website, finotequila.com.
Great.
And then give us a shout out on Instagram at
Yep.
FINO Tequila
Yes.
and tell us
Yes.
this is your next favorite F word.
Okay. Yeah.
It's giving Leo. It's giving the sun is in your orbit right now. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And we
You
call
gotta
that
do your stuff there.
we call that a mic drop.
Yeah.
So, again, thank you so very
Thank you
much
for coming
my
down here on a
friends.
Thank you, guys.
Sunday.
Thank you.
Do your stuff.
As I do the things
Yeah.
that we know to do, I again just want to thank you both. Thank you, Nariba, Max, Stu, editing, everyone that comes together to support and put terms of service together. Most importantly, as well, the community of the industry that holds us down, has our back, is constantly making sure that we are outside doing the things
Yep.
and providing a necessary platform to speak the language of the industry for the industry and ensure that we truly do our best to not leave anyone behind in our messaging and in our ambitions.
Yep.
And with that, I will say shout out to Blind Barber for hosting this necessary conversation. And I am Justin Arnett Graham, and you can find me on Instagram at ThisIsBico.
And we also have like a Instagram and a YouTube and
Terms of Service Podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
But my name is Nariba Shepherd. You can find me on Instagram at Ribaroo, and I really enjoyed this one.
Yes.
So I hope you do too.
Yes,
You'll-
absolutely.
You'll hear from us soon.
Yep. Salud!
Cheers
Salud.
to FINO Tequila.
Yes!
Shane.
Woo!